Okay, now next discussion is to discuss with the efficient frontier. Actually, the efficient frontier, if I talk about that one, the frontier, actually it's a point. Like if I draw a rough graph here, and I told you for optimal level of portfolio, I should have a curve like this. And here, if I found that that part is ideal for me, like I would go for that portion, like my portfolio combination should be there for that multiple given rate of return and for the risk as well. Here we have return, here we have risk. So that part is my efficient. Like I have to choose a combination of assets in a portfolio that fall in that range. That is my efficient frontier. And the portion below that one, like this one, this is called inefficient frontier. I would not like to be there because that will not give me the optimum level of portfolio. Because optimal level of portfolio means where I can minimize my return or minimize my risk and maximize my return. So that will be achieved into that portion, and that is called my efficient frontier. And now we will see how we would be able to achieve that efficient frontier, or what is a minimum variance. और normally that curve, यहाँ पे जो मेरे पास ये curve आ रही है, that curve, how I will achieve that curve with the comparison of standard deviation and return. And I will uh, do the analysis of that calculation. ये आपको excel पे मैं complete इसकी calculation आपको बताऊंगा अभी while taking a data from the market. So that curve is called minimum variance curve. That is the minimum variance curve. और इस curve के ऊपर जो है वो हमारे पास the point, that point is there. This is called global minimum variance point. वाई इट्स कॉल्ड ग्लोबल मिनिमम वेरिएंस पॉइंट के इसके बाद मेरा वेरिएंस जो है वो इंक्रीज ही करेगा, लाइक इन डिक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर और इवन इन इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर. दैट इज द मिनिमम वेरिएंस पॉइंट. और अबव दैट पॉइंट, मिनिमम वेरिएंस पॉइंट के ऊपर वाली जो स्लॉट है, दैट इज कॉल्ड माई एफिशिएंट फ्रंटियर. और ग्लोबल मिनिमम पॉइंट्स के जो बिलो वाली कर्व होगी, दैट इज कॉल्ड माई इनएफिशिएंट फ्रंटियर कर्व. और आई विल टॉक इट इन मोर डिटेल. अब हम इसका, हमारे पास यहाँ से हम इस चीज़ को बड़ा क्लियरली चेक भी कर सकते हैं. लाइक हेयर, दैट इज कॉल्ड माई ग्लोबल मिनिमम वेरियंस पोर्टफोलियो. above that is my ideal point. I have to be there. And below that is inefficient curve. Like if for a given level of risk portfolio here, my curve is intersecting with two types of return for a given level of risk. Like here, just assume that here is the 10% risk involved and return is 6%, and here I have a return of 10% for that point. Now just tell me, which option will you prefer? Like for here I have another combination of asset, or here I have a different type of combination of asset. So which combination will you prefer? Combination 1 or combination 2? Anyone?
Combination one, sir.
Combination 1, because for a same given level of risk, my combination 1 will give me 10% return, but same combination will give me 6% return. So different combination, but same level of risk will give me 6% return. So definitely I will go for this one. So I will reject all the options here in that inefficient curve because I have better options. On all these points, I have better option on the efficient frontier curve. If I have better options on the efficient frontier curve, then definitely I will go for that range. अब इस रेंज के अंदर से मुझे आइडियल कंपोनेंट अपने लिए फाइंड करना होगा, बट दैट इज इनएफिशिएंट कर्व और दैट इज एफिशिएंट. uh, the next is our discussion is on the utility function. Like that utility function is the indifference curve of each individuals. Indifference curve of each individual mean, like if I am an investor, so as investor's point of view, here I have RFR, my RFR point, risk free rate of returns. Like this is my minimum point. Here, if I choose that my RFR is 2, here it might be 5, or here it might be 6. So that is my indifference curve. My investor, as an investor, is my utility. In a first, as a first investor, my maximum risk is that point. A second investor is there who is having a risk appetite of 5%, and that investor can assume a little high risk, and a third investor is there who can afford more risk. अब ये इन डिफरेंस कर्व डिफरेंट इन्वेस्टर की है, और वो ये चाह रहा है कि अगर मैं मिनिमम रिस्क मेरा जो है वो 2 है, आई कैन अफोर्ड द मिनिमम रिस्क ऑफ 2 एज वेल. जस्ट गिव मी सेकंड. Okay, so if as an investor I have a 2% RFR रिस्क अब्जॉर्प्शन, लाइक मेरा जो रिस्क एपिटाइट है वो 2% तक मैं कह रहा हूँ मुझे मिनिमम रिस्क मिलना चाहिए, रिटर्न मिनिमम मिलना चाहिए. तो इन दैट केस इट मीन्स आई एम मोर रिस्क टेकर comparative to the investor 1 and investor 2. Investor 3 is high risk taker, और सबसे लो रिस्क टेकर जो है वो इन्वेस्टर 1 है. और इफ देयर इज अ इन्वेस्टर 4 और वो हाईली रिस्क वर्सर है, तो फॉर लो रिस्क माई indifference curve would be more steeper. Like I expect different slots of returns, but for a given level of risk. So as an investor, this indifference curve means it's my choice. तो अब ये इन्वेस्टर की indifference curve है. Now how we will select that? This this is called our indifference curve, or when that indifference curve will interact with capital allocation. That is our capital allocation line. So capital allocation line, I would like to explain it. Before that, I was talking about asset A and asset B from equity market. But in case that I have told you, like if investor is having RFR, like investor is saying that my minimum risk free rate should be there. If investor is having that sort of choice, it means I have to go for fixed income securities as well, because there are only fixed income securities there which can give you risk free rate of return. So in that case, what I will do, I will add RFR fixed income securities along with equity securities. My portfolio will be a combination of equity securities and fixed income securities. तो तो इस केस के अंदर if I'm combining fixed assets like fixed income securities like bonds along with the equity securities, then I can calculate my capital allocation line. So capital allocation line will consider a fixed income securities and equity securities in a portfolio. But earlier I was talking about the efficient frontier. That efficient frontier will only consider the equity securities. So in efficient frontier, we can see that the line will start from risk-free rate of return and it will go above. So that is straight line. It will never start from zero, because if there is a risk-free rate of return, the risk is zero, standard deviation is zero. because once we are going to add fixed income securities, our standard deviation would be zero, and I will also explain that part here in our standard deviation calculation. Just assume that asset A is equity securities and asset B is fixed income securities. So now remember, what is the standard deviation of fixed income security? Like this one, their standard deviation of fixed income security is 0. If standard deviation is 0, it means this is 0 because of the that element. If this is 0, the whole part is 0, and this is also 0. Then what will be the formula? The revised formula would be this. No, here we have squares. Square और square root cancel हो जाएंगे. Now we have a formula of standard deviation in case if we are using fixed income securities, if we are using bonds plus stock. Even in that case, standard deviation of a portfolio will come from the stock because the bond portion is 0 in case of standard deviation. In case of return, yes, we will follow it. So do remember this as well. Your calculation would be more easier. So this is capital allocation line. Now this capital allocation line will start from the risk free rate of return. ये मैं आपको Excel पे draw भी करके बताऊंगा कि how we will draw that capital allocation line while comparing standard deviation and expected return in case we are combining fixed income securities and equity securities. उस केस में ये ड्रॉ कैसे होगी. नाउ दिस इज माई इन डिफरेंस कर्व along with the capital allocation line. अब कैपिटल एलोकेशन लाइन इज द मार्केट इंफॉर्मेशन. लाइक मार्केट में कैपिटल मेरे पास क्या अवेलेबल है. मार्केट के अंदर मेरे पास जो कैपिटल एलोकेशन लाइन जो अवेलेबल कैपिटल है वो मेरे पास ये अवेलेबल है. नो वी कैन सी दैट हेयर इन्वेस्टर विल इंटरेक्ट एट दैट पॉइंट एज अ. और इन्वेस्टर टू जो है वो कह रहा है कि मेरी इंटरेक्शन यहाँ पे हो रही है. इन दैट केस आई माइट हैव अ दैट रिटर्न और देन आई विल सी ओके व्हाट इज द कॉम्बिनेशन पोर्टफोलियो का. मेरे पास यहाँ पे कॉम्बो क्या पड़ा हुआ है. लाइक व्हाट आर द वेट्स. वेट इन बॉन्ड्स एंड वेट इन इक्विटीज या स्टॉक. प्रॉब्ली यहाँ पे मेरे पास होगा 40-60 की रेशियो. तो आई विल फॉलो दैट वन एज वेल. So a capital allocation line and indifference curve will interact and then an investor can enter into the market because capital allocation line is the market information from the fixed income securities and equity securities and indifference curve is the investor's choice. When these two things will interact, then we would be able to find out the optimal point of portfolio as well. This is the same thing. Now we will go for the calculation of efficient frontier and capital allocation line using a different sort of data.